The 2019 PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour. We are on the home stretch. Just 2 events remain before the Grand Finals in Townsville. Our next stop, Wodonga, on the border of New South Wales and Victoria. Another 400 points up for grabs for the event winner, along with the additional round points, and all of our main contenders were there. Aaron Klyer still leading the series, which he had claimed last year. Brady Fielder leading the rookie race, but also sitting second in the national standings. Lachlan Richardson close behind him in third, with brother Cliff also in the mix. However, with money on the line, every cowboy who had made the journey would be gunning for an event win. Round 1 would see 3 of our big guns qualify rides. Cliff Richardson on Twisted Tea, scoring just over 80 points.
Trying to make it to the PBR World Finals. Look at him go. Look at him go. How about you make a little noise for Cliffy Richardson? Whoa.
But Aaron Klyer went a little better again with an 83.5.
He is the odds-on favourite this year as well. This is Buck from Diamond S Bucking Bulls. Let's watch the chant. Come on. Go. Go, Clyde, go.
There was another man in Australia who had been winning almost as many meets as Aaron this year in other associations. Will Purcell taking the lead with 83 3/4.
Here's the matchup. Let's go. He's humbling. He's pumping. He is going to get it done. How about your man from Victoria?
Round 2, and the man who occupied spot 2 in the championship race, Brady Fielder, was looking for a score after failing in round 1.
We're going to start off with Brady Fielder, Claremont, Queensland. Coors Light is the ball. He's riding for a championship tonight. Can he do it? You bet. Let's light his life up tonight, Wodonga, with a big round of applause. Great effort.
83.5, drawing him level with Aaron. However, with a score already under his belt, Klyer would have a chance to extend his lead on his nearest rival on Homicidal 2.
This is Aaron Klyer right now. The number 1 man, Homicidal 2. Whoa. That is a ball that comes to us from John Gill and Son.
Klyer leaves the door ajar, and one man looking to walk through, Lachlan Richardson. Currently third in the series, he had covered his first bull switchback and was now looking to snatch the event lead on Wallaby Bob.
Here's Lachlan Richardson, Wallaby Bob. He's going at it. Here we go. Here we go again. Richardson set to repeat and become the first man to ride 2 bulls tonight. How about you make a little noise for Lachlan Richardson tonight, Wodonga?
Lachlan bringing the rain as the heavens opened. 85 1/4 points, the highest score of the night. Former Australian champion Troy Wilkinson would look to put his case forward for a spot in the 6-man championship round on Rugged Ridge.
Wilkinson, as he prepares to nod his head, trying to make it back to that championship round on 1 bull. Can he do it? Yes, he does.
81 3/4 would be just enough to get him there. There were 2 to go in round 2, both with scores already. Cliff Richardson first on Bad Apple.
Bad Apple, this was the bull that they marked 88.5 points on last weekend. Come on, Cliffy, take it to him. Here we go again. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, how good is Cliff Richardson tonight?
84 3/4 points. That brought up our last man in round 2, Will Purcell.
Big year for this man in Australia and Canada. Here he is, the Victorian, doing it again. Come on. Clock says 8, and that is good news.
A parting gift for Purcell from Maximum Rat to go with his 83.5 point score. The championship round was set. 6 men would do battle for the Wodonga Invitational Buckle. First up, Troy Wilkinson on Stealth.
Can he do it again? Come on, Troy! Well, that is a big-time fucking bull.
44 points for Stealth, the highest of the night. Next in the chute was Brady Fielder on Wild Paint.
There is so much at stake right here in the next 8 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's go! Whoa!
Fielder missing an opportunity to put pressure on Clier in the championship round, and the series leader would look to take full advantage on Mr. Fabulous.
Here he is, he's already ridden 2.
Clier goes 2 for 3 with an 85 3/4 score and puts more championship points in his pocket. The hottest man on our tour for the last few events had been Cliff Richardson. He would look to continue his run against On Point.
And Cliff Richardson now 9 for 10 bulls ridden. What a run of success he has had. All right, come on. Help him do it. Help him stay perfect. Come on, Cliffy. Attaboy. Wow. Cliff Richardson is perfect.
87 points, placing him in the event lead. There were still 2 men left to go. First up, Will Purcell on Ransom 2.
He has been dealt the cards. He needs to play the hand. Can he do it? Come on! Oh my goodness! Wow! How about Will Purcell from Victoria?
Purcell snatching the event lead in his home state with 87 3/4 points. That left just Lachlan Richardson to buck on Spokane, looking to reclaim the victory for his family.
And a great bull. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to get loud. Come on! Louder! Louder! Oh!
Coming down in just over 6 seconds, and so Will Purcell would be named Wodonga Invitational Champion. Himself and Cliff Richardson making ground on series leader Aaron Clier, but yet another top 3 finish saw Aaron continue to keep control of his own destiny. If he could continue to ride consistently at the next event in Adelaide and then at the Grand Final in Townsville, a second championship buckle would surely be his. The 2019 PBR Australia Monster Energy Tour. Our Cowboys, Contractors and Bulls were in the home stretch with just 2 events remaining. Over the last 12 months, our riders have done battle across almost every inch of the eastern states. And sponsor Ram had been responsible for helping haul the equipment that makes the series a reality every week. With the penultimate round in Adelaide before the Grand Finals in Townsville, they were far from finished. A final push of over 2,500 kilometres. However, first there was business of crowning the Adelaide Invitational champion. With plenty of hopefuls still chasing Aaron Clier for the overall series crown, the action was sure to be intense. 2 men were noticeably absent though. Cliff Richardson and the number 2 man in the series, Brady Fielder, both opting to head across to America to try their hand at the World Finals in Las Vegas. Aaron Clier opting once again to stay at home in the quest to achieve his goal of being crowned a dual Australian champion. And with Lachlan Richardson and other possible challenges breathing down his neck, he had plenty of reasons to ride. One man unable to make a challenge for the championship, but always in the mix, Ethan Watts, hoping to give the crowd something to cheer about early. He was first out on Red Man.
For a 79-point score, and it's off to the Jack Daniels. Come on now!
and gentlemen, that's a positive way to get started. Let's cheer for the boy from the Country Music City.
83.75 for Watts. Next to go would be Robert Hicks on Hangover.
He's about to do battle from the Dodge Ram chute.
A modest score of 79.5, but the riders were 2 for 2. Lane Mellors would look to keep the Cowboys on a roll on terms and conditions.
Well, terms and conditions, here's another one. Comes here with a good reputation. He's out and around into his head. Remember, the louder you clap, the harder you scream. A more chance of a high score. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what about our protection athletes once again?
Mellors scoring 84.5 to take the early lead. And the Cowboys still weren't done. Jay Baguero next up on landing strip.
We're going to move down to the Woolshed chute. Don't forget the big after party. Well, folks, that was the young man, Jay Baguero from Bodessa, Queensland.
81.5 for Baguero, trying to make it one of the longest runs we've seen all year for the Cowboys. Fraser Babington would try his luck on switchback.
Russell bucking bulls. All right, come on, cheer for the Kiwi. Let's go. And Fraser Babington is going to ride this one dead easy. Whoa.
78.5, and it was 5 in a row for the Cowboys. But as always, the Bulls hit back. By the end of round one, they would lead the ledger 13-9. Giving our ride pass protection athletes plenty to do, especially after this awkward dismount from Bud Williamson.
We will keep you updated with a report on Bud's condition as soon as it comes to hand.
Thankfully, Bud managed to walk assisted from the arena. He would not ride again in Adelaide. However, he would hope to be ready for the grand final the following week. For the next man in the chutes, that could be a week he is crowned a multiple champion. If so, he would be only the second man ever to achieve such a feat and the youngest. He could take another step towards that reality on Reverend Mr. Black.
All right, he's ridden this bull twice before. That ought to give him the confidence to do it again.
Lasting the distance for a 78.5 point score. The pressure would now transfer to our next rider. The man sitting third in the championship race was looking to make the 8 seconds on vertical exit.
And it's time for the boy from Gresford, Lachlan Richardson.
Well, Richardson coming down, and that could have huge implications.
Disappointment for Lachlan and a blow for his championship aspirations. Bailey Woodard was next to go on YTB.
Bailey Woodard, the 20-year-old. Going at it. Going to work. And puts the boots to the ball. How about Bailey Woodard?
84.25, sitting just behind Lane Mellors. There was only one man left to go in round one, Troy Wilkinson.
Tonight, he takes on the challenge from the Woodall Company, Hitman.
Wow.
84.5, equaling Lane Mellors' score, making him joint leader after round one in Adelaide. The Adelaide Entertainment Centre playing host to the PBR Australia Monster Energy Adelaide Invitational. Round one saw 9 of our 22 competitors post scores. Lane Mellors and Troy Wilkinson currently leading the pack, but all our riders had a chance to move themselves into the top 8 in round 2. And those who did would see themselves through to the championship round. However, the start of round 2 was a contrast to the Cowboys' dominant start of round 1. This time, the Bulls taking the early ascendancy. The first to break through would be joint event leader, Lane Mellors.
He has really embarked on a successful career.
Yeah, come on! Look at this! Wow! The clock says 8! The clock says 8 for Mellors!
84 3/4 points, making him the first to post 2 scores. Not to be outdone though, Aaron Klyer lined up on Gold Bandit, looking to make his second score.
Klyer can accelerate his points lead, and it's going to start right now. How good is he?
83 1/4 points leave Aaron trailing Mellors, but assured of progressing through to the championship round. And another score took him a step closer to claiming the championship buckle.
You know, you talk about a dominating performance here. We're going to see some big...
Mitch Payton was looking to put his first score on the board as he climbed aboard Street Kid by Woodall Rodeo Company.
As Warren just mentioned, it's time to go bull riding. Mitch Payton, Street Kid.
$83 points, enough to move him inside the top 8 for the time being and give him a shot at making the championship round.
Nebo down off the Street Kid, 2.7 seconds.
Bailey Woodard was looking for his second ride of the night, hoping to put himself in position to capture his first event win of the season.
Then he needs to ride this bull. It is that plain and simple right here. Come on, Bailey. You can do it!
81 3/4, not enough to put him in the lead. However, with 2 scores on the board, he had put himself through to the championship round. Troy Wilkinson was up next on Broken Halo.
Yeah, great bull, Broken Halo, Crosby and Russell. All right, hasn't been ridden for quite some time. Can the champion get it done?
85 3/4, the highest score of the night so far. It also meant Troy Wilkinson was leading with just 1 rider remaining in round 2. Lachlan Richardson on Matt Black.
Exceeding 700,000, Lockie Richardson, come alive Adelaide!
Lachlan's 85 points launches him into the championship round and eliminates Robert Hicks in the process. However, the 8 that made it struggled early against the best bulls of the night.
Let's start off Jay McGarrow, Road Desert, Queensland. Wallaby Bob's the bull. Oh!
And Ethan Watts didn't fare any better.
All eyes stay focused as he gets aboard the high-flying Akubra. Oh, man!
Before Lachlan tried his luck on a bull that hadn't been ridden all year.
Blind Fury from Woodall Rodeo Company is the bull. And we have yet to see a qualified ride on this bull this season. Okay, Lachlan.
Hoping to be the first to hear the buzzer this round was Mitch Payton on Hangover.
From the Dodge Ram Buckshoot.
And that is how you do it. How about a big hand for Mitch Payton, everybody?
83 points for Payton, enough to move him up the leaderboard, but not into the top 3. Aaron Klyer was next to go and was looking to be the first man to be perfect on the night.
He needs to qualify first and foremost, but what he needs is all the people of Adelaide to ride with him. We need a qualified ride to get the Australian champion back on deck.
A low score for a championship round bull, 80.5, but he was the only man with 3 scores on the board. And that's how it would remain. The bull's getting the better of Bailey Woodard.
This is Ransom 2 from John Gill and Sons. Come on, Bailey. Step it up. Whoa.
Lane Mellors.
20 years of age, this is Lane Mellors from Mundubbera, Queensland.
And finally, Troy Wilkinson on the way to a sweep of 6-2 in the championship round in favour of the Bulls.
A qualified ride is what he needs. No.
For Aaron, another win, moving him within touching distance of another championship buckle and the potential of calling himself the second ever multiple Australian champion. That will be decided in just 1 week's time in Townsville at the PBR Australia Monster Energy Grand Finals.